All right. Thank you for stopping in. Isabella, what's good? I say Isabella. Isabel, what's good? Mary, Mary Simon, what's good? Anita Glover, what's good? Pseudo Chick, what's good? All right, you guys keep the comments coming. Alright is here. Alpha, we did. Yeah, thank you guys for stopping by, man. This is the second attempt we are doing this. Last week, I said last week. It wasn't last week. It was just a couple of days where we did Oxlade. No, yeah, it was this week that we did Oxlade. Now we did Oxlade with Okuchi from Lagos with Love, and that was fun. Today I have a special guest with me, a special guest. This is my fellow clubhouse noisemaker, music enthusiast, Belema. How's it going? Is this? I know. let's let's see how they welcome you, man. Let's see how they welcome you today. It'll be mad. Let's just hope. Let's just hope, man. All right. So today we're going straight into Water and Gary. You know, funny enough, going into this EP, I thought it would be nice to do a reaction with actually a bowl of Water and Gary, because I know, right? Like, you gotta bring Gary. Nah. I thought that would be like an extra layer of just like well, that's too much. But anyway, we were not able to get Tiwa for soaking Gary, but it will happen. It will happen. Very. I don't know. Wait, we're saying they can't hear. They can't hear Belema. Oh, Omo. Wait. Kilo day. Oh, this is my bad. My bad. See, you guys, see all this. Now they can hear you. They should be able to hear you. They should be able to hear you. I'm sorry. I am so sorry, man.
See, how can you mess up?
See, look,
like
guys.
You're introducing me to the people and you're already messing up. Emmanuel, what the hell is this? Palmwinepapi, come on.
My head is everywhere with this streaming P, bro. Like, I legit cannot do it by myself. Like, I don't know how I even set all these ones up. But anyway, Sha.
Do I have to introduce myself again?
I guess.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, people. I'm a music lover, music enthusiast. I'm always talking music with the people and making enemies. That's the work that I do.
Exactly.
Just making
enemies. What up? What up?
Petty BG loves me. I don't know what you're talking about. What else am I doing? Yes. Oh, and I also have a playlist. You guys should save it, listen to it. It's called African Star Girls.
African Star Girls.
African Star Girls, and we are here today to celebrate one of our African Star Girls.
That's what's up.
You gotta bring it around.
Exactly. I like it. Anyway, guys, Tiwa Savage, absolute queen of Afrobeats. Like, she's obviously like an A-list artist that has always made moments in the scene. Like, no matter what the drop is, she's making moments. Going back to EP culture with the Sugarcane 2017, man, all over Malo, absolute bangers. I think she showed us how to do an EP, bro. Like, with that Sugarcane, and following up into Celia album from last year. What do you think about Celia album, Belema?
I think Celia is not for everybody.
Yeah,
I think Celia was really good, but I think Celia is not for everybody. I think it's not, when she said she was dropping an album, I don't think that's what most people were expecting. And then when you listen to it and actually like pay attention, you realize it's actually really good. I just don't think everybody was ready for that. Yeah.
It's a very good album. I still see it as a good album. And going into this, what were we expecting with Water and Gary? We saw the features. We saw Nas, we saw Rich King, we saw Amore, we saw Brandy, we saw Tiwa. For me, at least, I saw that. I was like, okay, like, she's doing what an EP is supposed to do, which is supposed to like just test different sounds, test different like artists that you've never even worked with, like creatively, like how those two words can meet. I'm really intrigued as to how she can blend with the Nas, how she can blend with an Amore, with the Tay as well. Like, okay, like, let's see how she's going. But in terms of like expectation for you, where did you see this EP going for her?
I think the first thing for me was before she even announced who was gonna be on the EP was the name of the EP, right? When she announced that earlier this year, I think it was roughly at the beginning of summer and stuff, and she mentioned that it was gonna be Water and Garri, and I remember in my head I said, for what reason?
Why is it called Water and Garri?
And then in my head, I was like, okay, so she's giving us a two-parter. Like, the first part is Water, the second part is Garri. And then they showed all the videos where she was playing it for Pharrell. And I was like, oh, Queen Tiwa, shout out to you. But then once we saw the list of people, I think for me, the most surprising name on there was Amare.
Yeah, I think
which I don't think is the same for a lot of people. I think a lot of people were very fascinated by Nas, very fascinated by Brandy being on there. I think for me, the one that was just like, what was Amare?
I know.
Tiwa has done something with Wavy the Creator, back in the day, so it's not too far off, but at the same time, it was still very different for me. So that was something that I was excited about.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. The first track is Walk Fada, which is, I was looking at it now on Spotify. It's 6 minutes, 26 seconds. I'm like, almost, it's going to be mad.
And then I guess full disclosure, you haven't listened to
it. I haven't listened to this. Belema has, and she has enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed it. So you are listening as a new listener.
Exactly.
And I'm listening as somebody that has overplayed it.
Okay. All right, then. I think it's fair to jump into the first track without any further ado. This is Walk Fada, Nas and Rich King. Let's go. Already, I'm getting like this Negro spiritual feeling about it. And I was like, this is quite a soothing atmosphere. It feels very like jazzy and very laid back. It feels like something you hear in all those 50s jazz clubs, like just chilling. And like I see Nas riding on. This is a nice blend. This is appealing to both her style as a vocalist, and I think Nas as a rapper as well. And whoever is in the back, like Rich the King, I think is the other person so far. Killing it, man. Like, it's just...
Was this what you were expecting?
Absolutely not. I didn't know what to expect. Like, with a feature with Nas, I would expect, like, again, it can go both ways in international features, right? We've seen artists that has worked with Nas before, and we've seen how the dynamic can go. It's either he goes into their spaces or they go into his. But I think this kind of atmosphere just seems set for both, in a way. Like, it's soulful and it's jazzy, and Tiwa can ride with this. So it's good that they went to something that they could both work with.
Nothing. Your recession is too much resting, too much laying up in the bed, not manifesting.
I'm loving how this is feeling like a spoken word session. Like he doesn't care too much about the beat or sounding on beat. Like he's just going and passing on the message. I love it, man. Interesting. I don't think I saw this direction coming, but I love it. I absolutely love it. Like, I definitely see like go as spiritual as it did. Like, a 6-minute song, Tiwa Savage. Yeah, that was good.
You know, people hear me because this is the one time and one time only that I'm going to try and disappoint.
Okay.
So,
how are you feeling?
Here's what I think.
Yes.
I think it is a great song. I just don't think it is my song.
Right.
So
that's always fair.
Yeah. So just like you, right? When they said Nas and Tiwa, I was like, okay, I get it. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
When I listened, before I heard it, a lot of people had been talking about how this was a fire song, this was the track, this was the one. But then, to be fair, a lot of these people are rap heads.
I think, yes, exactly.
I was like, okay, when I heard it, I was like, I didn't like it, but why? Why would you pick this song over everything else on on the EP.
Oh,
And
God.
so, like, I think that's the only bad thing I have to say. I love the transitions. I love the slow moments. I love the silent moments where it, like, makes you think.
Yeah.
It's super vibey. It's one of those songs where you probably won't listen to everything from beginning to end. I think somebody mentioned the movie soundtrack. That's a great idea. It was very spiritual. So I was like, when I heard this, I was now confused as to what I should expect from the rest of the EP. So
it would definitely leave you
I think
confused.
that was the only thing. I was like, okay, is this the water? Is this the water that we're going to? Yes. Can we get to the GARRI? That's
LOL. It started with the water for sure. And I think even to the message of the song, I think I couldn't really catch it, but because my head was going a lot of places, so I didn't really catch every single verse. But I think the song is talking about coming back home after like good work. Like say like a father was outside and working and slaving, and then coming back home is probably like he's coming back to his home and probably like, you know what I mean, like coming back to his humble abode, and you know what I mean, taking time off and having a break rather than keeping it fast paced every time. And if it's that similar sentiment, it reminds me of Need for Speed with Olamide. It reminded me of that similar sentiment, and how we started the album. It was like everything is pretty fast paced, and like sometimes let's slow things down. If that's the message of the song, I might need to go back to hear what the message was entirely.
I think it was a little bit of that, but also it talked a lot about like being lazy.
Yeah. Okay.
Being in that space where you're like not working.
Okay.
You think everything is gonna come to you just because you are you, that kind of thing.
Okay. So it's encouraging you to work.
Yeah, it's carrying a lot of that sentiment.
Okay. Yeah. It makes sense. Definitely makes sense. A beautiful way to open it. I'm actually like really, really impressed with it. A beautiful way to open it. The next track is Adiori.
Nothing feels the same, but it's a fix-up. Ready to come out from my pain, I don't need yours. I don't need yours. Don't need.
Not gonna lie, I got almost nothing out of that. I will lie. And for some reason, when it gets to I think where the hook is, she just sounds way too her vocals just sound way too engineered. Like it's like you can tell there was just too many hands on that, too many. Like it was just it felt not only did it feel like lifeless, it also felt all over the place. Like it also felt like the harmonies were not really jiving well with each other. It just felt scattered all live, man.
Oh, it's funny because the way I look at this song is I just see it as a continuation of the Nas song.
It is.
That's literally what it is to me. So my sentiments are exactly the same. I like the beginning. I love the beat a lot, but I think there were so many moments where I was just like taken out, and then I'll come back in. And I think it's one of the more forgettable songs on the EP for sure.
Yeah. And for an EP, you have a 2-minute track, which it kind of feels like an interlude, and it's interesting having an interlude in an EP. I've never seen that. Like it's.
But to be fair, you need an interlude after making a 6-minute
song. Yeah, you need the range. That's crazy. Yeah, but anyway, how did you guys feel about that song? What are people saying? What is everyone saying about this? Really took what? Okay, wait. Isabel said, "I love this one too." Jesus Sheon said, "This is where the EP really took what? Really took off for me." Okay, makes sense. The jam is too boring for my liking. Interesting.
That's a more one-liner way to say what we're saying.
Yeah. And I know that was Mike. Alright says, Emmanuel. Wait, what is I about this one now? Are you like surprised about?
Why are you not liking their music? Why are you not liking the jam? It's a jam.
No, but what exactly did you like about this? To be fair, I think the song it has a function. It just has a function just to continue from what we had. I don't think she wanted you to memorize any lines from this. I don't think she wanted you to get hooked on it. Like, I don't think she wanted to like make the song that way.
Make a confession.
Yeah.
Every time I hear the song, immediately it starts. All I think about is Adiori.
I think that's what she's going for.
And I don't know why, but that's the only thing that stays in my head. And then I lose track of where she's going with the song. And then I'm all in that Fuji part. So that's where my head is at.
It does. Well, next track is Amore, which is honestly going to be, if anything, Belema is ready to get excited about this track. All right, I'm excited about this one too.
Okay, I don't know how to explain to everybody that this is my favorite song on this EP.
Already. Okay.
I'm just telling you.
This one's called Tales.
I'm just telling you.
This one's called Tales by Moonlight. Let's go. Okay. This is so damn like it's. This is so fringe of what she would ever do. Like I like it. I like the bounce. I honestly do like the bounce. It was a very, very, I won't lie to you, it was a rough first verse for me. I was like,
You're not sure where it was going.
I wasn't sure. But honestly, the chorus, I think picked up for me, man. It's vibey.
Might tell I might not. Hennessy, you fill my cup. My remedy is you, my love.
I'm a rage.
Dreaming I don't wanna wake up. I know it's real.
Hey. What is this sample? That's honestly, I'm surprised Cracamello could do this actually. Like,
you know what?
production on this is sick.
Marie doesn't miss.
She
The samples were fire.
She hasn't
The
missed.
Shine Bobo line, all of it, like the whole barrel was like, sis, who
Oh my
offended
goodness.
you?
Yeah.
Everything about this song for me. Like, this one is a 10 out of 10.
Honestly, props to Tiwa for stretching herself on this. Like, I don't think I had seen her in this like sphere of like sound. You know what I mean? Like, there were tracks on Celia I could definitely see her stretching herself like this, but this definitely felt comfortable for Amore. They probably made this song and were like, who can we put on this? And it was like, it made sense. It just made sense because this was very well primed for her.
Now you get why when I saw the list of people on the song, I said the only person that I couldn't really get her being on the song with was Amare.
Yeah.
Not that she's never done something like that before, but Amare is very specific.
Very, very specific. Yeah.
Not everybody likes Amare. So, like, if you love Amare's sound, Tiwa doesn't necessarily sound like somebody that will fit in there.
Yeah. And I love that Tiwa, like, vocally too. She kind of like went into like an Amare-esque like vibe too. Did you pick that up in the second verse?
She was trying. She was pushing it. She was trying.
Yeah, she was really trying. She was like interested. And I actually like the song. Well, like again, the message on this one is it feels like it's just love, like it's just love focused. I love the line when she said about would you change my pronouns or not? I was like, okay, that's a bar. Like, could you make me a missus? I like it.
I think it's almost like one of those things where it's like she wants the guy, she thinks the guy wants her.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
It's almost like a dream, Tales by Moonlight. It's all a story. It's not like that's why she calls him a barao, basically. She's like a fine boy, you're also crazy. You also have touch inside your brain, you know? I mean, you're stealing my heart, all of the above.
Yeah, I like the sentiment. Again, I'm still shocked that she went with this direction, and I'm absolutely glad that she nailed it. Like, she actually killed it.
This is definitely. I know it's not the same for everybody, but this is definitely my favorite song on the project.
Interesting. What's everyone saying? Let me look through the comments. I'm confused between Tales by Moonlight and Somebody's. Okay, as their favorite. Okay. Amare came through. I love Amare. Jason Shion says I don't play that somebody's song. Okay, we'll get to that. People are already talking about Brandy. We've not even got to the Brandy song, guys. Chill.
Brandy, you know what's so funny about this Somebody's Son? I think the single was Tales by Moonlight, but Somebody's Son is the song that is going to go everywhere. And I think that's gonna be lot of people's favorites.
Yeah, I'm seeing
that's gonna be on top of everybody's list.
Yeah, I'm excited to check out Somebody's Baby, man. I'm excited to check that one out, because Brandy, obviously R&B legend, and Tiwa herself, like, having such a strong background in R&B, it only makes sense that these two have to meet at some point, and I love it. Maybe next up she should go for Monica. That would be nice too. You shouldn't.
Manuel, you like beef.
I'm just saying, like, just to like even it out, you know.
Change.
All right, next track we got Somebody's Son with Brandy. Let's go. Why does this sound like a Fireboy record so far? This could easily go into like Apollo or something. Read you, Makula, you all could come around here.
Sorry, I'm not sorry.
I'm sorry. I don't know why I don't disrespected this song for a bit.
The song has not even started. Manuel's already coming for reading Makula. What did reading Makula do to
But
you?
you hear the keys. The keys feels very like feels.
This is Somebody's Son.
I know, it's somebody's.
Let the people have their thing.
I know. Let me run it back.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not sorry.
Okay.
I like a rainy boy, yes.
Oh.
Somebody's song go find me one day.
I
Don't they wait.
want to hear Tenny on this too.
Somebody's song go love me one day.
Hey.
Worried, I'm not worried. No, I know the progress. How come me late?
Ole Coco. Shabby, surely, Meroni.
Okay, Brandy in Europe. Let's go.
Tired of getting it wrong. This will be another heartbreak song. Somebody's song go find me one. Somebody's song go love me one day.
Hey. Come on. That's a banger. That's a banger.
It's a jam.
Very,
I know
very
how many bachelorette parties, how many weddings, how many girls have played this song and they've cried on top of God. Everybody's gonna finish the song. This is the song.
See, look, I knew that with all of this, I mean, at the end of the day, she's an Afropop artist. Like, that's her brand too. And she needed something a little bit more commercial. Like, what we've gotten so far wasn't. But to have that vibe with Brandy, oh man, nah. That was icing on the cake. Like, that was good. That was a good way to, very well polished song too. It was very simple. The transitions were telling you, okay, this is the hook. This is where you're supposed to sing along. It was very, very structured. Like, okay, this is how to vibe with it. And I love it. I love that sentiment too, man.
Most definitely. I thought it was very exciting.
Yeah.
And something that I would suggest is when we finish this, you should go watch the video of Tiwa.
I've seen like
I've seen it
the
circulating and stuff.
Oh no, this song's good.
It's pretty nice. When
good.
Brandy jumps into Yoruba, I thought that was nice. I would expect that. Yeah, that was something that was very good. I think it's a song that is gonna go far. It's probably gonna be a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah,
for sure.
I can see the song playing in an Owambe. I can see playing in a white wedding. No, I mean, like, it feels very sweet. Like,
Yeah, it's giving very much wedding song.
yeah, and it's so sing-alongable, man. Like, obviously, like, at the end of the song, I was already like, okay, I'm convinced.
You see why I was like,
convinced.
remind me not to sing.
Yeah. Honestly, this is a good record. This is a very good song. Oh man, how can she even top that now with Tiwa? Nah, I don't think she can.
So, here's the thing.
Okay.
You know, I love Tay. So I want you to listen to this song and tell me. I'm not going to tell you what I think about this one. You just listen to the song and tell me what you think.
Okay.
Because I'm very curious.
Okay, so 74% went with somebody's son this time around. So that was a good thing. That was a good thing for sure. Next track is special kinda. This one is with Tiwa. I'm expecting something like utterly soulful. Like it's just gonna be like, oh, Tay. Hopefully Tay like harmonizes with her, like has a whole shebang and everything. You know what I mean?
I want you to hear this one.
Alright, let's go. Special kinda.
Special kinda, feeling kinda low when I'm up, need you, darling.
Tiwa in our hotel bag. I'm here for it, man. Let's go.
I needed you for love, yeah, I needed you.
Oh my goodness.
Let me into you, all the things I do for you.
Feels like droplets of water.
Special kinda, feeling kinda, give me some.
Wait, so it's both of them that have been singing together this entire time? Or like, because they keep switching up and you can't really like... Right?
Song because it's I have questions.
Hello, you have questions? No, I'm liking it so far, man. I'm liking this.
Need you, darling. Call me when we're on the same page.
Yeah, this is so Tay. Okay, interesting way to see us out.
Okay, so
Wait.
where do I start?
You said you had questions about this song.
Question.
I can see where your question was coming from. I can
I
already...
have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
So I love Tay. Tay is everything, right? And also,
Hey,
let
where
me
you
talk
started
fast.
this thing
Let me
already?
talk fast. Let me not talk fast. You see that ending bit, the whole like part. It sounded very Prince-like, which is very Tay-like.
Very 80s pop, like.
Yeah, which is very Tay, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
But the first time I heard this song, let me not lie to you. I started from the beginning and I ended it, and I was like, I like the song, but where's Tiwa?
It's too Tay, isn't it?
It's all Tay.
It's all Tay. It's all Tay. Hey, that's a bar. It's all Tay. Hey.
Okay.
That's funny. That's funny.
No, see, I heard the song. I like the song a lot,
Yeah.
but from beginning to end,
You have enough Tiwa.
in my head, I was thinking, what happened is that Tay finished the song, and then he said, Tiwa, here you go.
There you go.
Take
Take.
on your EP. Help me.
I definitely see that. I definitely see
Well,
that.
I have so many questions. Someone said, like, basically the whole point is that she and Tay are harmonizing together and
Yes.
singing the entire song together.
Yeah, they are.
And, like, I think today I finally heard, like, the parts that her voice jumps out in, but it's very little and it's very tiny and it's very, like, you blink, you'll miss it.
Yes,
That kind of thing.
very true. Honestly,
Yeah.
very true. Yes.
Because the entire song, all I hear is Tay. I don't hear Tay.
Yeah. Like very, very strong Tay influence, and it's evident when an artist like Tiwa seeks an artist like Tay. It's like obviously when you call a name like Tay, you already know like Tay already has a sound. Tay already has a signature. He has a brand when it comes to what he's doing, and he's coming there to service whatever Tiwa is going to look for in that album. So it's a similar thing with the Amore thing too. It's like she set the atmosphere well for all these artists to like flourish, and that's what happened. And when it comes to creation and allowing them to jive well, which is a good work. But yes, I definitely see how she kind of got drowned out in the process. Like her element is not really like it's not strong it's not strong anymore. Even over this, like I would say the strongest Tiwa presence here was on Somebody's Son. Like that was a very Tiwa song, right?
That was a very Tiwa song.
But
I think it's very.
Yeah. I was gonna say like this whole project just made it made it clear that okay, we see where she is targeting, we see where she is going for, and that's why she will look and sort out for artists like Amare and Tay and like Nas to give it much more of an international feel to it, rather than making it like sound as like grounded to her Afrobeats roots, like something like that. So it definitely was clear that she needed to find other people to push it there, right?
Yeah, I think what stood out for me more than anything is that my impression going into the EP is not the impression I came out with.
Yeah.
So what she did on the song with Amare, for example, is what I was expecting her to do on the song with Tay.
Yeah.
And what happened on the song with Tay is what I was thinking was going to happen on the song with Amare. I thought like she wasn't going to fit well with Amare.
Yeah.
I thought she was going to fit fabulously well with Tay.
Yeah.
But then I hear it and I'm like, sorry, what is going on? The EP is 100 for me, but it's just like there was some part on that song where she's like completely missing.
Yeah.
And it would be fine if it was a Tay song.
Yeah, it absolutely feels like a Tay song.
But the fact that it's a Tiwa song is why it's disturbing to me.
It's disturbing.
Because I kept looking for her and I couldn't find her.
Yeah. I guess you can see that. Yeah, but I don't see it as a. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. Like, then again, a good making a good feature is like making this person. Actually, no, you're right. Like, a perfect feature felt more like Work Fada, and Somebody's Son, like in the sense that you kind of set it up for both people to be comfortable. But in this instance, like Tay was definitely way more comfortable on this song. Like it wasn't even close.
And you could definitely tell it wasn't hidden.
Even close.
Yeah.
So right now the poll is saying it's 100% on this song. Are we serious or what's happening?
Is that, are we serious? Did we listen to the same song?
Yeah, no, like I like the things that it's not a bad record. Like it's an okay Tay.
And that's the problem.
It's an okay Tay record, right?
Yeah, when you start asking questions like this, it starts sounding like the song is not good. But the song is beautiful, special, kind of like it's stuck in your head. But at the same time, it's like now I'm distracted by all these other things that's missing. That all of a sudden it doesn't seem like everything.
Yeah. I think you can definitely see the direction she was going. I think she was intentional about it, like letting her music travel in a way. But again, her elements wasn't as strong all over, except like Somebody's Son, which I think she could have made a nicer balance to it. You know what I mean? Like it felt very experimental, probably too experimental, but it's not.
I think it's hilarious how you completely blocked out Adiori. Like
Adiori
that's
is
her
Come on, man. Like, nah. What's everyone saying about this song? What do you guys think about this song? You guys feel it's 100%? Everyone feels it's a go. Maybe you guys can expand more in the comments, right? That'll be interesting to see where you guys are coming from.
I really want somebody in the comments to answer the question for me, because I really want to know where Tiwa was. Where was Tiwa?
No, yeah.
You can put timestamps.
Yeah.
And I'm going to read the timestamps so I can figure out where the song I need to be jumping to.
For sure. Definitely will be timestamps coming. All the one you people are saying the story, we love it. All right.
I love the song. It's just Tiwa Shamisi.
Yeah, I mean, again, what was the big criticism out of Celia? Like that many people were saying, it was that she didn't necessarily like push the album.
Very Tiwa.
Yeah, or like he didn't even push the album, or like he didn't feel like the album was supposed to be like a statement
It
for
felt
her.
like it just popped out of nowhere and
Yeah.
then it left as soon as it came.
Yeah, but this one, I don't know. In terms of like again audience, now I don't think this is for an African audience or like a Nigerian audience per se. It definitely is her still trying to show face as a like international label like artist. Like that's who she is now, and it's still part of her evolution. It's part of how she is. Obviously, she's prepping for an album. She's trying to see what's gonna work, what people are gonna be attracted to. So I like that she's been experimental. She's doing what an EP is sort of like set out to do in a sense, to like basically have like a sound man kind of approach. Everybody keeps going back to it because we said the same thing about Oxlade too. But
I have a question for you though.
yeah.
Now that you've heard all the songs on the EP,
Yeah.
do you actually think it's Water and Garri?
Absolutely don't even know where that name even connects to this. Like it's I'm trying to understand it, but I'll probably need to go back again.
The reason why I asked this is
Yeah.
because you can look at it two ways. You can look at Water and Garri as like a reference to something that's popular with Nigerians, sure, bringing the culture into it. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Or you can look at it as a two-parter where one is Water and the other is Garri.
Water is Garri.
And all these songs are giving me Water. None of them are giving me Garri or Water and Garri.
But somebody's son feels like Garri, right?
Somebody's song feels like Garri.
and everything
A
else is
little
just
bit.
Water.
Just a little bit, and
Yeah.
everybody else is just
Like
Water.
I think her Water to Garri ratio was like it was
It was too much Water.
It was too much. It was like 80 to 20.
It was
like,
too much water.
Yeah.
If she had switched out some of the water for ice and like let it melt and then put her sugar and it would have made more sense.
But to be fair to it, production wise, I think it's a very clean album. I hated the mixing on her voice on some songs. Like it was doing too much. It was doing way too much on her voice. I felt like she could have sounded much more natural. She ended up sounding a bit like robotic on some songs, especially on like Adiori. But and which we already know she's a good singer, right? Like, but I didn't see any of that like vocal like prowess. Like I didn't see any of that like, oh, let me flex on them. Like even on the Brandy song, which was great. Like the Brandy song, like she did a little bit of flexing at the end. She did some runs for us. Like it was okay. But other than that, I don't think she challenged herself vocally or even felt like she was. Yeah, I didn't think she was comfortable on it.
What was your favorite song on the project?
So overall favorite song. If you want to get to favorites, I mean, it's been clear from my reaction to all of them. It's been Somebody's Son. Like that's the. I mean, maybe it's coming from like, oh, because I'm Nigerian. This is what I usually gravitate to. I'm also a fan of R&B, especially alternative R&B, like Amare and Tay. I like those songs for what they are, but I would definitely like still gravitate towards Somebody's Son easily. Like that would be the biggest takeout from this.
What was your favorite beat though? Or production.
I think Tales by Moonlight, because Crackamello did that, and I did not expect Crackamello to get in that bag, and he actually killed it. It was a very well like Amare-esque like atmosphere and that very alternative fringe R&B type thing that he did, and very well done. Like production wise, it was a very clean project. Like again, the exception of Adiori, man. I was like still Adiori was still all over the place, but yeah, let me see what people are saying right now. Tiwa is the Water, the featured artist at the GARRI. Is that the concept here?
Is that the concept? Is that what we're going with? Okay. People are answering my questions.
Somebody else said Tiwa is GARRI, a Nigerian local product, and Water is Universal, which is the featured artist. So Tiwa is not a local product.
Wait, but hold on. Isn't Universal what?
Is the label?
The distribution label?
Yeah, Universal Music. Yeah, that was a bar. That's funny, man.
Universal is the Water.
But overall, like, again, in terms of transitions and blending from this entire album, I think the first to the second, I would still appreciate the smooth transition to that. It felt like it was Adiori was still somewhat complementing the atmosphere of Work Fada. Like transitions were decent, like they were good. For an EP, definitely felt good. Yeah, subject matter it was interesting. Work Fada is definitely stand out for that. I think that was my favorite in terms of looking about how you looked at it too. Like it made sense. Like I really want to go back to the song and spin it again to get more of the sentiments behind it. So I think that was a strong one. So subject matter for sure. Like that was it. It gave us love. It gave us something much more like personal to like on a social landscape rather than just being about love every time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that. So yeah, what are your favorites though?
Somebody's Son, Tales by Moonlight is number 1 for me though. I would say also the song with Tay is somewhere there just because I think it's a really great song, but it's just not giving me Tiwa, but it's just somewhere not there. Tiwa, yeah. I think the only
your least favorite.
My least favorite is probably Work Fada, which is sad.
Yeah, because I guess if you're not like big on that kind of atmosphere, then
that's the thing is that I'm not big on that. I think it was just there was a lot of holes for me, and I think it's one of those songs where I would have to be in a specific kind of mood to listen to. Yeah. All the others are just any time of day kind of thing to me. But this one you have to be very specifically. Yeah. And I think that's kind of sad because a lot of people I know really like Work Fada. I think Nas did great on that. Yeah, he pointed out how he doesn't go on the beat. And I thought that was really interesting as well. Yeah. So that was definitely a great EP. If I had to give it anything, I'll probably give it like maybe an 8.5 out of 10.
8.5? Interesting. It's quite generous. I wouldn't give it an 8.
Wow.
I wouldn't give it an 8. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, no.
It was horrible.
No. I didn't think it was horrible. But to be honest.
No, I was thinking I was horrible.
Oh, you thought you were horrible with the 8.5?
Give it 8.5.
I wouldn't give it 8.5. Nah. I mean, like, the album didn't speak as. Again, when it comes to replay value here, like there's only so much that you can come back to. You can feel like, okay, like this was something I'm gonna vibe with, or this is an album that made such a huge statement. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but then again, I still feel vocally like he didn't present much more like than I should have.
You.
Yeah.
It didn't surprise you.
Yeah, like not even surprised. Like he didn't impress. Like I wasn't getting impressed. Maybe it's because of the styles that she went with. Maybe she had to like tone it down a bit. But at the end of the day, she still could have stood out as a vocalist on this. Like she definitely had much more opportunity. Somebody's son would easily be the standout here. So for that, like for me, like. I would give it a strong 7 for now. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7 for now. Like again, honestly, this is a 7 that I say is strong. That I don't see myself like even bumping it up. Like I don't even think this might even grow into that. Like I think it fits very well as a 7 for me. But I'm curious what everyone thinks about this. The album is a 9 for you. That was Bumi Essence. Everyone put your numbers up. Let me see what everyone's feeling about the numbers. Even that 7 where you give sound like say it gets K-leg.
Told you. Yeah, I'd be thinking I'm the wicked person, but no, you're really the wicked person.
Wait, is 7 actually bad for this? 7 is not bad for this. I don't think 7's bad. Like it's not bad. It's not bad. There were enjoyable moments, like for sure. But it's just the overall impression of it at the end of the day. Like that's what we're looking at. Strong 8s. Okay, that's fair. 8s. Most people are giving it 8s.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my 8.5 now is generous.
I see a 7.5. Okay, it's not as generous as I thought. But yeah, 7.5. 7 is really bad. How is 7 really bad? Oh, because you gave it a 9 for me. Yeah. Okay, this is an 8. This is an 8 for Ryan. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's
It
fair.
looks like it
Averages
out
around
about
an 8. Yeah, for most people, which is decent.
Yeah.
Still not a bad. Again, not a bad EP, not a bad project. Yeah, very enjoyable at certain moments. But yes, like overall, it was good. This was fun. Tiwa leaving a lasting impression in some sense.
Oh wow.
In some sense. Definitely experimental. This is going to do well for her. Hopefully internationally this does well for her. But yeah, Belema, thank you so much for doing this with me. I think we've gone over like an hour right now. And yeah. So Whiskey Deluxe just came out. Whiskey's Made in Lagos Deluxe is out. I'll definitely be looking at that very soon. And videos will be up very shortly. But you guys, thank you so much for riding with us. This was fun. This is the second time we've done this. Hopefully I get to do this more often. Maybe not, but we see how it does. We see how it goes, man. Thank you so much for doing this, Belema. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You guys
Love you
go
guys.
stream the playlist. Bye.
Yeah,
bye,
go
bye.
check out the playlist. Go check out the playlist. I'll leave a link in the description for that. That would be fun. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
Bye, guys.